Welcome to this tutorial for LoRaWAN IoT. This tutorial will be split into two videos. The first video, which is this one, will be we'll discuss about how to set up the network or application server using the Think network. And we also discuss about the frequency spectrum management in Singapore. And the second video will be doing the tutorial for set up the device node using this B-L072Z-LRWAN1. This is a discovery kit from ST Microelectronics, where you can purchase and try to do your development. Okay, this is how it looks like. In fact, I already connected to my PC. Yeah, you can see on my screen, it's over here. Okay, so for first thing, we look at the network server. So we're going to use the Think network. This is a website, www.thethinknetwork.org. There are two versions. One is for the communities and one is for the enterprise. So today we are going to use the communities network. So when you scroll below, you can see the map of where the LoRaWAN gateways for the Think networks. Currently, there are 12,427 gateways up and running. And I'm in Singapore, so take a look at Singapore. Okay. So you can see from the map 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 gateways up and running in Singapore. And the location where I am is close to one of the gateways, so I do not have to worry about the signal strength. Okay, so next we need to sign up for an account. So just click on the sign up and you enter your username, email address and password and click create account. I already have an account, so just log in from here. Then I go to console. Now I'm going to create an application. I have one existing application, but anyway I'm going to add one more. So we have to enter an unique ID. Let's try application example application 1. Description, I do not have to enter anything. Application EUI. EUI stands for End Device Unique Identifier. So I like the Think network to issue. And handler registration. We are in Southeast Asia, so we have to select TTN, the Think network handler Southeast Asia. Add application. Okay, so now we have an application. In the application, we can create many devices. So right now I got 0 device, so I got to register 1 device. We create the device here, and then we'll develop the device for this application. So device ID, we put the example application 1 underscore device 1. Then I put 1. Device UI, again I like the Think network to generate, so this field will be generated. App key generated by the Think network, and click register. It's successful. If you want to change some of the settings like the device UI, we go to here and you can add in your description, change your device UI, and the activation method for this tutorial will be using the off the air activation. Okay, so I'm not going to change anything. Okay, you see that the status here is never seen because my device has not been developed yet. But I registered one first because we need to get the device UI, the application UI, and the app key. These are unique for all the devices. So we have to key in all this information into our firmware, the device firmware. Okay, so that's all. So we have an application, we have a device. Okay, so now next we're going to discuss about the frequency spectrum management in Singapore. It's managed by the IMDA, which is I think it's called the Information and Media Development Authority. IMDA frequency spectrum handbook. Okay, you can see that the revision actually is updated in June 2020. This video is recorded in 23rd July 2020, so it's actually very recent. So what we're going to do is to ensure that the frequency that we're going to implement for the LoRa IoT will not overlap to the existing network. Otherwise, we'll have to pay either we have to pay some fees to the government, or we are not allowed to use it at all. Okay, so you can see on my top right side here, I listed down some of the frequency that the LoRaWAN actually can use. So for Southeast Asia, normally we use a 923 MHz. In Australia, we use about in a 950 MHz range. China, it's 470 to 510 MHz. Europe is somewhere like in the 668 MHz range, and India is somewhere 865 to 867 MHz. Okay, so we have to check. So we have a public mobile network, private LAN mobile, terrestrial, and broadcasting and short-range devices. Okay, so we go to the pages that will give us the information. So this is a public cellular mobile services such as like for your handphone. So we have let's say 3G, 4G, 5G. I don't think it's listed here. Okay, so we see the frequency range. So 800 megahertz, and this one is 925 to 935. So for LoRa, Southeast Asia is 923 megahertz, so it's still safe. Okay, so but you see that this is 890 to 950 megahertz. So this range actually, the 950 megahertz actually overlap to this frequency. So I don't think we are allowed to use this particular frequency in Singapore. The rest are in gigahertz. Okay, next we go to private LAN mobile services. This is for the private service. Okay, I think you have to apply and pay some fees to the government. Yeah, it's quite detailed, this handbook. Okay, next is the terrestrial fixed services. So this will include like satellite mobile communication or some submarine communication system. And these are in gigahertz range, so we are quite safe. Next is a broadcasting service. So we have a mid-range, mid-wave, short-wave. Long-wave is not listed here. But anyway, in Singapore, AM is not running. But we have FM, which runs from 88 to 108 and 88 to 108 megahertz. Then we have a digital terrestrial television, DTV, up to 694 megahertz, and the rest are in gigahertz. So we are quite safe of frequency for all the three. Then we come to these short range devices. In fact, for the Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, Zigbee, and including these IoT services are considered as short range devices. So you see the frequency now is still in megahertz, and for in gigahertz, and okay, we are here. So 866 to 869, which is the European LoRaWAN frequency, and also 920 to 925 megahertz, which is for the LoRaWAN Southeast Asia. So as long as it's less than 500 milliwatt transmission power, we do not need to seek any approval from the government. But if we are operating at 920 to 925, which is this range, more than 500 milliwatt or less than 2000 milliwatt, we need to seek approval from the government, and may incur some fees to operate. Okay, so we have to ensure that our devices is within the requirements. So let's look at we are using this B-L072Z-LRWAN1 as our device node. I already opened the datasheet. Okay, from here, this device node, if you have over here, it says that we can select the transmission power from 14 dBm or 20 dBm. So if we use a calculator to convert dBm to milliwatt, so 20 dBm, and it's convert to 100 milliwatt. So this it's a mouthful. B-L072Z-LRWAN1. Let's call it the LR1 device. LR1 device actually is within the specification. And I come across this gateway. Actually, this one is from the rack, and it's used to interface to a Raspberry Pi. And the specs for this one is power. Okay, so maximum transmission power is 27 dBm. This is a maximum. Of course, we can lower down. And if you look at the conversion 27, it's about 500 milliwatt. So also safe to use. Okay. So most of the devices out there, either a gateway or device node, they already cater for such requirements. So what's next? Let's see. Okay, I think I should stop here for now. I'll continue the tutorial for how to set up for the LoRaWAN device node using the LoRaWAN STM32 discovery kit in the next video.